You definitely are. How you doing, no nonsense? I don't see you much around much lately. Good to see you still out there, mate. Just been debating too with had some drama come to my channel the other day. It wasn't all that good. Yeah, I missed. I slept through, mate. I went to sleep pretty early last night. Woke up about 6 a.m. So first really good sleep in a really long time. So I missed my Cajun brother, that's for sure. But I'm sure we'll get back on track doing lives together. Much happened on his show. I seen Aloe put out a video of threatening families again. That, geez, I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's not a good thing to be doing. But yeah, I'm debating, no nonsense, whether to start dropping off a lot of the wrenches to and just leave a few guys to moderate the channel. You know, the idea with everyone having the wrench was that then I could control who gets timed out. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Crystal, meet No Nonsense. Um, when a friend of mine used to, uh, the real Aloe, when Focus and I would do our show together, we had a few moderators, and four of them I called the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They were always on the ball. No Nonsense was one of them. He'd always be just sitting in the background very quietly and uh, strike out of nowhere. But yeah, No Nonsense. I'm thinking whether I should drop a lot of the wrenches, um, and give some control back to moderators. I mean, the idea was to just, let everyone, be able to have a say here. And I still, believe in that, but I don't really want, I don't want the drama coming here. As I don't know if you know or not, Dave Oldcocker came on the channel, jumped on my panel, which was cool. What wasn't cool was a few guys in there were baiting him, and he went off, and they were going off a little bit, and rather than breaking rules, they were just bending him. So, shit. Jesus, wrenches fighting each other. That's not good. Yeah, I know, mate. We do have to get back there together. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that's what I said. The idea I gave everyone wrenches is just so that everyone could have their opinion, whether you liked it or not. And I still believe that. You don't have to agree with somebody, but everyone should be allowed their opinion. What I don't like is the uh, this attacking the person and not the issue. Tried to do a little show yesterday afternoon for a little bit, just on music, but wasn't many people around, and so I did cut it short a little bit. Unfortunately, the YouTube community. I mean, it's a great community in some ways, and a great way to meet people and get your thoughts out there and hear other people's thoughts. Hey, Heidel. Um, but I don't see this. I don't see the point of all this drama when, for the most part, you don't even know the people. You can't talk on the panel and read comments at the same time. BK just sat in the panel, won't give folk. Yeah, no nonsense. So am I. Actually, BK came on the music one I did. He made some comments, and I addressed the comments, but we didn't really interact like we normally do. I'm a bit pissed off with him at the moment myself. It's kind of funny, when I timed him out and he cried about it, and the hostess took my wrench away. It's pretty funny. I was on that channel yesterday and end up getting timed out quite few times by Hey Junior, by someone I didn't even know, quite a few times, and which is something I wouldn't have even done on their channels. I noticed that they didn't take the wrench away from that person or anybody said anything. I guess because I didn't cry about it and thought it was funny. It doesn't matter. Maybe I should have cried about it and seen if they would have done the same thing. But all good. So here we go. We've now got two horsemen of the apocalypse in here. Junior and No Nonsense. Yeah, No Nonsense. I think that's where me and No Nonsense was just saying that's where me and Focus work really well. He'd be talking, and I'd always be reading the chat. As you guys know, even from the days when I was in Barry or Jay's chat on panel, I would always be reading the comments and make sure these guys knew what was being said. And it's a shame it got like that. I'm not sure why. Why did it get so hot? That I don't understand. I'm gonna. Yeah, Heidel. It wasn't a matter of stood up to David. It's just it's my channel. I'm not going to ban or time people out because someone asked me to. I mean, that's all fine when you're joking, having a bit of fun, but when it's serious like that, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that's yeah, no nonsense. That's not good. No, exactly, no nonsense. And you know, uh, you know, I don't have a lot of rules. Um, I don't, I don't want that shit here. I don't want people, attacking people's families and wives. If you have to attack that particular person, have your opinion and have your say. There's no need to bring families and wives and girlfriends into this. That's just wrong. I mean, I noticed, or not noticed, sorry, I got told and was shown some. Hey, Ray, how you doing, mate? Uh, I was shown some shit the other day. Someone actually cloned my Thunder GT account and was going on a stream as me. So it was pretty funny because I think I was doing a live at the same time. You know, it's good to see you, Ray. Thanks for the comments. Yeah, Junior. Someone sent me a screenshot of it. And It might be on a stream you don't go to. Where are we going with all of this, guys? You know, I know some people have problems with other people, and that's going to happen. But when are we going to learn to just be able to drop it and move on? I mean, we're supposed to be adults, for goodness sakes. I mean, as pissed off as I am with a particular person at the moment, I'm not going to carry it on. And when he made comments in my stream yesterday, I answered him and that. I definitely don't want to be nasty about it, although I was really angry at the time. Writing down his recipes, Junior. It's just, yeah. I really hope you know, to make this channel a little bit better than that. And if all this shit went down on Focus's channel and I just had a look at it, just a couple of minutes of it, I'm guessing it's probably because of his association with someone at the moment. And don't get me wrong, I don't believe in guilty by association, but the particular person that he might have been, and I'm not sure if he was alluding to that person or not, but it's always going to get you attention. Bottom line is, I love Focus, but some people aren't worth defending or helping. But everyone's going to make that decision for themselves. I'm not going to pick people's friends for them or their enemies for them. I wouldn't let anyone do it for me. I'm not going to do it to someone else. All good, Crystal. I'm just saying this. Some of this drama that goes on in YouTube is just crazy. And was saying that, yeah, Crystal, I was on as you know, yesterday when you timed me out. It's funny that, I mean, it was all funny and couldn't believe you actually did it. So good on you. But there was someone else there timing me out constantly. I noticed that they still got a wrench and nothing was said about that. I guess because I took it in fun and didn't cry about it. That's fine. We've kind of double standards there. Jeez, Junior. Mm. Sorry, guys, just getting messages. Yeah, Heido, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen someone put up a channel in his name, which just more bullshit. I mean, someone cloned my account and jumped on a channel and uh, tried to pretend it was me, and but there's no use. So yeah, I know I dared you, and that was in fun, Crystal. But you know what? When I timed out BK, I did it because I know BK really well. I wouldn't go on her show and just do it to anyone I didn't know. But you would have seen it yesterday. Someone I don't know timed me out multiple times. Was anything said about that, Crystal? Did that person lose their wrench for doing that? That's what I'm talking about, the double standards. Yeah, maybe he is, Heidel. He came on my show yesterday. Hey, Larry, how you doing, brother? He came on one of my shows yesterday when we were talking about music, and I answered everything he was saying. We didn't talk about the issue or nothing, but I'm not going to be that small-minded that I ignore him totally. And yeah, no nonsense. I mean, he was joking, or he said he was joking, or said it in a joking way, I guess. But he is a little bit, yeah, maybe he's a little bit sensitive. That's everyone's different. Heidel, you're a worry. Mhm. So I just keep getting messages, and if you guys are listening that are sending messages, just jump on the chat. Hey, Ivy, how you doing? Hey, Linda. But yeah, seeing somebody put out a video and talking about threats to people's families and putting an axe and a chainsaw on there. I mean, geez, come on, just to that person, you're better than that. I've always taken you as an intelligent person. Don't go down that road. It's crazy. Uh, Ivy Junior wants you to know, sorry, that he just said hello. You might still have him blocked. Yeah, Linda, I went to sleep early last night and slept through to 6 a.m. this morning. So it's probably one of the best sleeps I've had for a long time. It was really good. But yeah, guys, what I'm going to do from now, I've been giving people warnings and things like that. And what I'm going to do is you'll get a warning if you say something that you probably shouldn't be saying, or if you're trying to bend the rules, and I will remove your wrench after that. No, it's not my new laptop. My laptop's still sitting in the case, in its case, mate. I will get around to setting it up, but it's nice and cool. This isn't looking like heating up, so just using this at the moment, mainly because everything else. When I set the new laptop off, I'm going to have to set up everything else as well. No, Linda, I don't agree with that at all. Um, yeah, Junior can see all Ivy's messages. She can't see mine. Yeah, Ivy's going to have to do that from her side. Yeah, Ivy, I do have rules, uh, believe it or not, and that's simple. No racism in here at all. No attacking people's families, their wives, their children, their girlfriends. No, no more. That's just not good. Other than that, if you have an opinion that's different to someone else's, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Focus is getting pushed at the moment. No, Heidel. Um, you can talk to chat members, but let's face it. I mean, you're a clever guy. You weren't breaking rules, but you were bending them, and you knew that you were pushing buttons. I mean, you did it in an intelligent way, but I just don't want, especially people on the panel to, be going off like they did. Junior, I'm not thin skinned, mate, and you can say what you want, buddy. Yeah, that's right, Linda. Just ignore them if you don't like them. I didn't hear him, so still exempt. I'm not sure what you mean, Ivy. Yeah, not on the panel or the chat. I don't want that sort of stuff. Don't act like a monkey. um, just the community in general, Ivy. There's things happening. Um, my I had a show the other day that I wouldn't say it was a lot of drama, but just a little bit, as Heidel would know. That's the thing, Heidel. I mean, I took some of it as funny, but obviously it got to Dave, and at the end of the day, I've got to look at all the guys that come to my channel. I've got to try and be fair, and you know, like I know that there's guys that don't want you to have a wrench on this channel or be in here. Well, that's not their decision to make. That's my decision. I found all you guys to be, pretty cool when you've been in here. Same as the grey one, which I was really bummed out about taking him off the channel. But he did go too far. When you say what he did about someone's girlfriend, that's just not wrong. No, Junior, that's not a rule. You can make as much fun of me as you want, mate. Hell, that's the thing, Junior. You should know what I'm like by now. I'll laugh most stuff off. It's good to hear, Linda. It's a Jurassic era. It's not hard to get along, guys. Really. Someone said in the chat, if you don't like someone, ignore them. If you don't like what they're saying, attack their opinion. Don't attack them. All right, no worries, Heidel. You do that. I really didn't want to have to get rid of him, but I just don't want to hear that sort of stuff said about anyone's girlfriend. Yeah, thanks, Junior. Good on you, Charlie. Don't know when you say bashed by Aloe. I hope that wasn't evil Aloe. Evil Aloe is usually not a bad guy. The real Aloe, again, he's not a bad guy, but he has his moments where he does cross that line, and he doesn't give a shit. But that's totally up to him. Well, that's it. That's what I was trying to talk about earlier, Larry. I don't want that. Some people are really good at bending the rules. They're smart. Yeah, I know, Crystal. Some guys are really clever about it, Larry. Um, but yeah, I don't want nothing said about. Hey, Madeline, I don't want nothing said about anybody's families and girlfriends and wives, backhanded or not. Well, Ivy, there's no. Who's the some people? Oh, maybe I'm reading that wrong. I thought you were talking about where the trouble's coming from, because I'm not going to don't want to mention any more names on here. Like I said, everybody, as far as I'm concerned, is welcome here. I just don't want this channel getting involved in the range war that's happening at the moment. Yeah, no worries, Ivy. That's all good. You got to remember, mostly the people here are pretty good, Ivy. they like a joke, they like messing around, and I enjoy that too. Um, Look, if you guys want the link in the channel, I can put the link in the channel. I know Larry's there. Larry might jump on, although 7:30. So Jesus, God, damn early in the Philippines. What are you doing up, Larry? Did you wet the bed or something? Hey, Go Go Bobo, sister. Yeah, that's what I know. It's 5 a.m. So I'm wondering what Larry's doing. There's the link if anyone wants to jump in. Ninjas are peaceful creatures unless poked. Yeah, look, I think for the most part, we're all, pretty reasonable people. I think the issue is some of us can take a little bit more than others. It's 7:39 a.m. here, Madeline. I got up at 6 a.m. Okay, I'm going to remove the link, guys. It was there for anyone that wanted it. Hey, Lefty, how you doing? Al, I just had the link in the chat for any of you guys that wanted it. If anyone needs me to put it back in there, just let me know. I'll put the link in there. Nice cool day, so we're not about to be overheated. Hey, Gene, how you doing? Oh my God, what's going on? We got all these beautiful women in here today. I think if we're not careful, these beautiful women are going to outnumber the guys. Hope Dave's okay, Madeline. If you talk to him, tell him I said hello. No, Gene, I just slept like about 10 hours or something like that. So I'm all good. Your eyes on them, Sunder. Yeah, I'm sure they are. No nonsense. Good on you. Yeah, but that's not going to happen, Charlie. This humans are strange creatures. We're all different. And some people are like a dog with a bone. Once they have a problem with someone, they just can't let it go. I mean, I'm the first one to admit, I get angry at times, and I really got to learn to control that. No, it's not that at all, Lefty. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that you could say I got charm or charisma, really. Pretty droll. Oh, geez, Larry, you want to go check your prostate out, mate? Or get your wife to put a rubber glove on and stick a finger up your ass? Oh my God, that was that's terrible, isn't it? Again, if you want to come on, Larry, let me know. Al, if you want to jump on, or anyone else, let me know. I'll put the link back in there for you guys. David's snoring. Good on him. Yeah, we'll do that, Al. No worries, mate. Coming at you. There you go. Yeah, I understand where some of these guys. What are you shocked at, Lefty? Some of these guys are out. I mean, the drama can be a bit of fun at times. Hi, Jem. Geez, and look, we get all these girls. The drama is fun sometimes. We're all nosy. We all like to hear the gossip and rumors and shit like that. It's just that I think some of us just take it a little bit too far. Yeah.
So what's the latest, Thunder?
I'm not real sure. Guys were telling me Focus did a show and it got a bit out of control and a bit heated, and even the wrenches were fighting amongst each other.
What
So,
was the subject?
look, I only listened to about the first 2 minutes, and it seemed to be, well, from what I gather, no nonsense, and Junior might know more, but it seems to be talking about people on welfare system, I think. So I guess they were talking about a particular person or people. Hey, Slow Ride, how you doing? Yes, Gene, I'm here.
Hello,
Um,
sweet.
so everyone is blue. Yeah, I know, man, and I've been told about that, but that's for a reason, and I am contemplating changing that, but it is what it is for now.
Yeah, it's your channel. You set up how you want to run it, and I think you do a fair job.
Well, the idea is that I don't want people getting timed out for having a different opinion to someone else. But it does need to be moderated, I guess. Angie, how you doing? My God. Oh, okay, there you go. Heidel just said R, and Dave were big topics today on Focus's show. Mate, to be honest with you, Heidel, they're not, they're not good topics. I mean, you're just going to start more trouble. It's a vicious circle. They say something, you say something, they say, just stop it. There's no need to even answer the shit that gets said sometimes. It's better to ignore it. Uh,
How's the new computer, Thunder? How's that working out?
well, mate, it would probably be great if I was using it, but it's still in its box.
Well, why is that? You paid a pretty penny for it. Should be using
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, I will set it up, but it's I'm going to have to because I've got different things set up on this laptop. I'm going to have to set it all up on the new one. So, to be honest with you, Al, it's just been laziness, and I was out a lot of yesterday. Went to see my brother, and then came home, got something to eat, and went to bed early. So,
Yeah, maybe on your next weekend off, you can get it transferred over.
oh, yeah, mate, I'm off all the time. I'm kind of retired at the moment, so
I know it was a joke.
yeah. Well, oh, sorry, it's still early, buddy. No, well, that's why the title is Every Day is a Tuesday, because when you're retired or not working, every day's a Tuesday. There's no weekends, Mondays, Fridays. You know what I mean? No hump day. Every day's a Tuesday.
How how do you feel about being retired at a fairly early age? I'm guessing you're probably mid 50s or within a year or two of mid 50s.
Yeah, I
Um,
am. Yep, you're
do,
right.
do you do you feel like you can do this? You can just stay retired and be comfortable, or would you like to supplement it by doing something else for a little while?
Um, I can be comfortable. I'm 56, Ivy, but I don't like it. I thought I would love it, and for a little while I did. Uh, I miss interaction with workmates. Um, unfortunately, one day just slips into the next hour. Yeah, I'm probably not dealing with it as well as I should. And after I visit the Philippines, I may go back into the workforce again and just do some casual work. I think I'm one of those people. I'm never going to be happy unless I'm doing something. Look, Heidel, ask your question, but just be very careful how you ask it.
Yeah, where I'm working at Thunder, I can retire in a few years. I think like 3 years I can get a retirement. It won't be, a lot, but I can get something.
Yep.
And so I want to retire from where I'm from at in a few years, and then work a different hospital and
Yep.
work there till I'm around 62, 63, something like that, and then stop altogether. Just use my 401k, my little pension, um, maybe get a slight retirement the second place I go to, and uh, and just make it work. My wife will still be working because she's younger than me. Not by a lot younger, but she's a little bit younger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll eventually get the government retirement one and my own private one that I set up, a superannuation.
Just Heidel put, I will word it accordingly with the rules set forth.
Yeah, you
Wow,
must
if you
ask.
got to be that careful, if you got to be that careful to ask a question, it's probably not a good idea to ask that question.
That's some good advice right there. Ivy, I had my own business. I was a driving instructor. Before that, I had been a supervisor and worked in construction, heavy machine operator. But the last 15 years or so, I ran my own business as a driving instructor.
So you can run a backhoe. You can run.
Backhoes, front end loaders, excavators,
You can make good money in America doing that.
yeah, crane trucks.
Yeah, you can make good money. You can make good money here at Thunder.
Yeah, I had tickets for all of those. So, and then I went from operating those to being a supervisor of a work crew.
Nice.
And then I took a payout um, and did some contract work and then started my own business. I've worked all my life out.
Yeah, a buddy of mine left this area in California and went to Idaho, and he knows how to uh, run all of those machines, the backhoe and those lifters, all that kind of stuff, construction stuff, and found work real easy to find in Idaho. And he works his butt off during the spring and summer, and in the fall he goes hunting. He does well.
Yeah, that's good. Ivy, I'm not sure it. I mean, I can tell you something here, and it may change in 3 months' time, but maybe into a construction job, something driving or operating machinery. Who really knows? But the thing is, I can tell you one thing here, and it might change again in 3 months' times.
All right, so you got the new computer. You haven't taken out the box. That'll happen pretty soon. Anything else going on with your Thunder?
Nah, not a lot, mate.
I know you mentioned something about apartments. Trying to find something that'll work for your son and
Yeah, the
have the
dog.
dog, and that must be a difficult search because I know a lot of places here, you can't find pet. At least small. They want small pets. Maybe is easier, but not larger pets. I think you got American Bulldog, so that's like
Yeah,
80, 90 pound dog.
yeah. That's definitely how it is. And apartments usually don't let you have them. You have to usually rent a house. And yeah, Charlie agreed. But yeah, a lot of houses yeah, they just don't want people with pets there. So, I mean, it's not impossible. It's just made it a bit harder. And then the last week, mate, we've had like temperatures in the hundreds up to 118 or something, you know. So, in Fahrenheit, your temperature. So, I haven't really got out there. I'm not about to be driving around looking at houses in 40 degrees Celsius temperature.
Now, in America, it's summertime is when people tend to seem to move a lot. When kids are out of school, that's usually when they seem to sell their houses more and move. Do you think something like that for you would be the same in Australia? When school is out and people are moving,
Um,
when they
I,
return, it might be easier to find a place.
I can't really tell you, Al, because for nearly nearly 30 years, I had my own home.
Oh, okay.
So, know, as you know, I lost that in the divorce. So, um,
You lost that and your underwear.
yeah, I tell you what, mate. I mean, I I, I, I have real issues. I don't have a problem with being fair, but the law system, when it comes to family courts, there's nothing fair about it. Something needs to be done before something blows up in the system. And already we're having that now with either men that are committing suicide here, and it's a really, really high percentage, or they're killing their families, which is just insane. And but I believe that the system is leaving these guys with nothing and not with a lot of choices in their lives after they've gone through the family court. I don't know what it's like in America, but men are getting hammered here.
Yeah, they get bent over here.
Yeah,
They take it up the butthole.
yeah, they do.
And women want equal rights.
Well, there's no equal rights in the family court, mate. It seems to be all that one way.
Yeah.
Um, but as far as my position is, I can't do nothing about it. It's just move on and get on with it. What's going on with Heidel? I missed a bit of the chat. Did I? Hope you're behaving yourself, Heidel. Normally he does. Although he's a clever guy, he knows how to bend the rules. uh, what about you, Al? How's life for you, mate?
It was good. It's good. Last night I had a couple of Hawaiian people come in, and we were just kind of chit chatting. And I told them I saw a movie kind of from the Polynesian area, and we're talking about that Once We're Warriors, and both of them, they we ended up talking about that movie for like 10 minutes. They said they were actually watching it the previous day. It's a movie they seen a long time ago, and they were watching it the previous day. So I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's a crazy movie. Madeline? Um, no, I'm not married. Uh, but I am talking to a beautiful young lady at the moment, and we'll see where that goes. But unfortunately, she's on one side of the world. I'm on the other side of the world. Um, oh, Heidel, you got thicker skin than that.
Yeah, Heidel, you're a little tough Hungarian. These are just little words on the screen. They shouldn't bother you.
Exactly.
Geez, you survived communism. You should be okay with a few words.
Yeah, I watched. Been watching a few movies of different. Okay, David, just ignore him, mate. If you don't have to like what he says. Um, yeah, there's lots of incidents that have happened between the US and Russia over the years that the government have kept pretty quiet.
Oh, she said, I thought you're single, sweet to be yours. I'd like sweet to be yours. Yeah, that would be
actually,
cool. It'd be a nice little match.
actually, Gene and I do talk privately. I just don't want to put my private life or Jean's private life out there for everyone to pick apart. It's nobody's business.
So you're online friends who happen to have some private chats and enjoying each other's chats. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. No nonsense. I'm Thunder's manager. He's looking after me. That's right, Charlie. It is easy to respect each other. Well, Ivy, I'm just not one to put everything out there. The other thing is, when you're talking to someone online and they live halfway across the world, it's not real until you meet somebody. And I think, Al, you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Uh,
A message for Sweet here.
yeah, David. I mean, some questions are fine. I mean, if asking if someone's involved with someone else, you can either say yes or no. You don't have to answer it, but it's not a crazy question. But again, if you want to keep your life private, you just don't have to answer it. It's pretty simple.
You see
Yeah.
what I text her?
Sweet. Of playing King's Thunder. Oh, goodness. Heidel, what's going on? I can't see. Just ignore them. Look, you guys, if you don't like someone in the chat, just ignore them. Don't address them. You don't have to. I thought that was am I wrong? That was asking if David and Madeline had met. That's not a crazy question, is it?
No, I don't think it's a crazy question. But seeing what Heidel had typed in the other day, he's kind of
Pushing
picking
it.
at that relation. He's picking at that relationship, seeing if he can cause a little drama. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. And I did talk to Heidel about that. But David, that wasn't a crazy. Again, if you want to keep your private life private, you just doesn't have to be answered, you know. But I seen Madeline answer it, so she was quite happy to answer it.
But I think David has nothing to worry about. She's David's girl, so.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, there you go. Everybody knows now. Congratulations, David. You got yourself a pretty young lady, and she's got herself a pretty upstanding sort of guy. So good on you.
Yeah, congrats, David.
Congratulations to both of you, to Madeline and David. Well done, guys.
Live long and prosper.
Which David? David Knopfler, Ivy. David's just said it himself. Him and Madeline are engaged to be married. So excellent. I pissed off her. I'm not even know what you're talking about, David. How did I piss off anyone? If I was pissed, she was pissed off, mate. I would have got a message by now telling me. It's usually what happens. Remember, guys, this chat is moving pretty quick, so I don't get to see all the messages. Sorry if I do miss some of them. I'm trying to address what I can, and at the same time, talk with Al.
So Heidel's asking where can he send the wedding gift? I think the suggestion, Heidel, is post your address, and if they want to send you an invitation, they will.
That's a pretty good answer there, Al.
Yeah, just post your address, and if they want to send you an invitation, they will.
Heidel, he's not attacking me. He made a comment. I'm not sure what it was referring to. Again, it's no big deal. Mate, the questions that are being asked, then they're not ridiculous. Why are you being so thin-skinned, David? I mean, I just put it to Al whether it was a crazy question to ask, and ours is about as reasonable guys you're ever going to get.
Okay, you're in Washington, D.C. All right. Check is in the mail. That's the president's address.
Yeah, Charlie, it is no one's business, and people don't have to answer if they don't want to. That's all well and good. Yeah, David, I mean, we all get sick of that shit at time to time, but there's no point, screaming and shouting about it all the time. It doesn't get anyone anywhere. You of all people should know that, mate. I mean, some of the people you've put up with on your own channel, and I haven't seen you react like this with them,
Yeah.
So don't come on here and doing it, David.
Hey, David, just an observation, and I'm not trying to give you advice. You're older, wiser man than me, but I think your fiance is a little younger than you. You'll probably have times when people look at you two as a couple, and I think that will probably happen, and probably have to kind of get used to it. Unfortunately, some people stare at things that look odd to them, which is normal to someone else. And just don't let it bother you. You guys have a good relationship. That's your relationship. It's no one else's business. And just live your life happily. Don't worry about that stuff. Yeah, yeah, I know. So you don't put up with it on your channel.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of that. Thunder. When I went to Philippines, I went to the embassy, and I seen a guy, old guy, like the kind that needs a cane when he walks, probably like in his mid 70s, with a girl that was probably barely 20, and they look extremely odd to an American standard, but I think it's more acceptable in the Philippines. But I did stare. I thought it was odd. I shouldn't have probably.
what I guess we got to respect is the fact that sometimes things like that might look odd, but if that couple are happy, who are we or anyone else to judge them on it?
Yeah, plenty of people that are the same age get divorced. So the age itself is not going to make a relationship last or not. It's not a deciding factor.
Yeah, I think sometimes we really do. We're judgmental, and I
Yeah,
think it's just a human nature thing. But we can be judgmental, uh, and I think what we forget too is that there's a different mindset to some cultures. I mean, even in some Middle Eastern cultures, young girls are married off very young. Um, I think at the end of the day, we just got to bite our tongue, or just accept that if two people want to be together, um, that's their business. It's got nothing to do with us. Well, you know, yeah, live and let live. Exactly, Ivy. If two people are happy, who are we or anyone else to go and judge them, or do commentary on them?
yeah, I agree,
At
Ivy. That's good.
the end of the day, I'd rather see a younger, older person together that are happy than two people the same age that are together and they're not happy.
Yes,
You know,
Mr. Speaker.
that's Madeline. The other guy on the panel, that's Al Pulley. He's married to a Filipina, both nurses. They have a family in the US. Probably one of the most reasonable people around there. It's a shame that Al and I don't get to talk more often.
Yeah, I think Madeline, I was asking you some questions yesterday. Like, where do you live? I was curious because I always see when I look online, I tend to see people that from the Cebu or Bohol or Mindanao. They seem to be really good people, and I'm just curious if you're from that region, and then sure enough, you were. So that's like a plus in my book. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Gummy's saying, sis, but Gummy Bear, any of you guys, this is the new rules. Is you'll get a warning after that. If I see something that you've written that I don't like, you're going to lose your wrench, and then these guys will be like piranha on top of you.
Wedding conference going wrong.
No, see, look, don't bring up people's personal stuff like that. You don't need. If like with David and Madeline making that announcement now, all we should be doing is congratulating them. Simple as that.
Two people found each other. What a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing, and from what I've seen before, David's a pretty down-to-earth guy, and Madeline seems nice. So if that this is the path they've chosen for each other, well, I'm really happy for both of them, And at the end of the day, David, no matter what anyone says, you're in the Philippines with a beautiful woman. Who gives a shit? You're laughing, mate. You enjoy the life that you got together, mate. Doesn't matter what anyone says. Hey, Randall, we know who you are, so we can throw you and we can let you have an opinion here. You got a wrench now. But yeah, new rule, guys. If you're going to start bending the rules too much or making too many crazy comments, I'll just remove your wrench and leave you to the piranha to deal with you. Because I admittedly, I do sometimes miss stuff that happens in the chat. You're welcome, man. And I'm just really happy for you guys.
David, are you thinking of? I don't even know if you're retired or you're retiring soon. Are you thinking of living in the Philippines, making it a place to live, or maybe that's none of my business? You don't have to answer. Just curious. I guess it's not even maybe. For sure, it's none of my business. So, just a question.
Yeah, and that's what it is, Al. If people don't want to answer, they don't have to answer. That's but it's a fair question to answer, to ask. Sorry.
Now, would you yourself under like, let's say you find the girl of your dreams, the girl that does it for you, someone you want to have a relationship with, maybe let's say not marriage, but relationship with, and see where it goes. Would you stay in the Philippines for that?
Yeah, I guess it has to be a two-way decision. If I'd met someone that was living in the Philippines and she wanted to remain there, then if I love that person, then yeah, I'm going to have to make that decision. Yeah, that's fair enough, David. That's fine, mate. I don't think it's a decision I can make on my own, but if
You wouldn't be against it.
No, I wouldn't be against it. At the end of the day, if you're really in love with someone, and for whatever reason they can't be in your country, then why wouldn't you move to be with them? I think that's just, and I guess when you're talking about these international relationships, you do sometimes have those decisions to make. But I'm sure if your wife, for whatever reason, in the next few years had to go back and live in the Philippines, I'm sure you're not going to just abandon her. I'm sure you'd have to look at that as well.
Yeah, yeah. No, she's American citizen. She got her citizenship, all that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about going there in the future, going for a few months out of the year, uh, especially if we're in Idaho. And I suggested I'm trying to make the Idaho deal sound nicer. That in the wintertime when it's colder in Idaho, we could go to Philippines for a couple of months.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And if you both end up retiring, I mean, it'd be easy for you to go spend time over there and between the two countries, and that's cool, David. I think you'd make a good dad. Madeline and her daughter are very lucky. just don't let. Okay, I know you said you're here because Madeline has a YouTube channel, and good on her. And I hope the channel really thrives. Everyone, just a shout out to Madeline. Go and subscribe to her channel. Help support her channel. Um, to be honest with you, that's one of the things. I only have one child. I have a son who's 21 years old, and it's kind of funny. I always wanted a daughter because, I mean, I don't know, you guys with families, boys become mummy's little boys. Even though I'm close to my son, he's still mummy's little boy. And from the relationships I've seen from my friends and that, all the girls become daddy's little girl, So I would like to have a daughter. Good on you, Al. Got a new subscriber there, Madeline. No worries, Madeline. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here to help each other. I don't have a problem with giving people shout outs and supporting other people's channels. Especially considering when it comes to the Philippines, we can all get a different view from different people. No worries, David. You're a lucky man. You got a beautiful young lady. You now got a daughter as well, which I'm very envious of that. But I might end up with a daughter myself, the way things are going. So
Sweet wants a boy.
Well, Sweet, I have got a son.
You're gonna have a boy, Sweet. You're gonna have a boy, Sweet.
I have got
you don't have to worry about changing his diapers.
Yeah, David, you are a lucky man. That's why I don't understand why you even get bothered with some of the shit that gets said. You should be laughing at thinking, every morning you're waking up with a beautiful woman, lovely little daughter, and you're living in the place where you want to be with the person you want to be with, mate. So, yeah, water off a duck's back, David. Enjoy what you have, and I'm so happy for you, man. Yeah, Charlie, that's so true. End of the day, it's no one's business, and YouTube can be very toxic. But at the same time,
Hey, Sweet, yeah, you're gonna have two boys, Thunder and his son, and only one of them you're gonna have to breastfeed. What a deal!
Jesus. Yeah, lots of breastfeeding. Yeah, and that's what you should be doing, David. I just hate seeing you react to these people. Hey, Havoc, how you doing, brother? There's no need for it. Yeah, Madeline, you seem like a pretty tough girl, but it's a. I was going to say an Aussie thing, but I think it's a male thing. Guys want to protect their girls. That's just natural that they want to do that. So I can understand where David at times wants to protect you, but I think he probably does realize that you're a pretty tough girl and you can look after yourself. And at the end of the day, considering you got your own channel, you're going to have to deal with some shit from time to time.
Yeah, there'll be more Heidels out there in the world, in person and online. Just know that you guys got each other and don't worry about this other stuff.
Thing is, Heidel's a bit of a shit stirrer, and he pushes buttons and he does bend the rules. But I haven't seen him say anything that's overly nasty. And they're the comments. If you don't like them, you just got to ignore them. And it's the ones where, like yesterday, having someone call someone's girlfriend names, which is that's when I'll act and I'll get rid of them. And yeah, it does to a certain extent, David. But I mean, people go into people's comments on their videos and cause trouble as well, David. So you're going to have to keep an eye out for that when when Madeline makes videos that you're going to get comments on there that you don't like, and yeah, I'm not sure why you blocked him, Havoc. No, that's good, Heidel. Thank you. I think that's, whether you don't like someone here or not, just at least respect the channel for what it is. And, I do allow everyone to have an opinion. I know not everyone likes that, but that's how I want to run the channel. See, Madeline's very practical. David, you are a lucky guy. You got a beautiful girl who seems also very practical. Half your luck, buddy. It's good to hear, Madeline.
Yeah,
Hey,
she's trying to. It's a waste of money for all those things. Yeah, a big, fancy, expensive wedding doesn't guarantee a long marriage.
no, that's very practical. I like hearing girls talk like that. You know, money's better spent on your home and your child's education and living a good life. At the end of the day, the marriage is, when you get married, you're just going to get a certificate. You're paying for a piece of paper. Better to spend that money on other things. Philippines bound. You got a nerve coming in here calling us a wanker, Chicago boy. So Havoc, I'm trying not to ignore anyone. I might miss comments from time to time, mate, but I'm not ignoring anybody. But I'll time you out happily, Havoc. Philippines, it's no secret that David Knopfler and Madeline are engaged to be married. So if you want to send your congrats to them, please do. Two very lucky people. Yeah, that's probably true, Randall, and maybe more so in the Western world where they want to spend, $20,000-$30,000 on a wedding. I remember I had a
12
fairly
hours. 12 hours. That's a long work day.
too long, really. I remember my wedding cost a fucking arm and a leg, man. Ended up getting married in vintage 1926 Chevys and shit like that, and no, Charlie, I won't, mate. But I just want to be fair to everyone, and I'm not going to like what everyone says, and that's fine. But everyone should be allowed to have their opinion. I think that's where some channels went wrong. They were too quick to ban people, and then when people get banned, they just create other accounts and then cause more trouble, and then bring their friends over to cause more trouble. So I'm prefer not to have to ban if I don't have to. Yeah, Randall, that was true. My ex's family paid for a bit, and I actually threw in a lot of money as well because the ex wanted some little extras that I thought were just unfair to throw onto her family. So that shit happens. But if I got married again, I'd be happy with just a little garden ceremony or a wedding on the beach would do me, something simple. You're a shit stirrer, Heidel. Oh, shit. What about you, Al? What sort of wedding did you have?
Oh, just a small wedding. Nothing extravagant.
Yeah, I like practical, definitely. Like I said, I think these days you're better off putting that money into your home or, investing it into your kids' education and your lifestyle.
Yeah, because it will not guarantee success in a wedding.
No. Well, let's
In a
face it.
marriage, in a marriage, I mean, it won't guarantee a successful marriage.
No, that's the thing. Nothing will. Yeah, maybe it is, Randall. Oh, come on, David. Nothing wrong with ladyboys. I have a friend in Thailand, Warren Gertis. You can go to his channel, guys. He's in a relationship with a ladyboy. She's lovely, Chanya. Um, and I've got to be careful when I make fun of myself of ladyboys because, like I said, Warren, I like Warren and we chat. Um, and he's a lovely lady. He's a ladyboy. Um, to each his own. I think you've got to respect that. Jesus, Havoc. Yeah, well, after the second one, the third one, third time lucky. Yeah, I'm not sure. Slow ride. I guess to me, it's got to be a decision made with the partner. So I was with what was it? We were together for actually, just over 30 years. When I got married, I thought, marriage is a forever thing. Um, it took me totally by surprise. I just never expected it. You can imagine a lot of things. That was one of them I just didn't see coming. Sorry to hear that, Go Bobo sister. Condolences. It's sad. It'd be heartbreaking. No, Steve, nothing is forever. Sadly. Oh goodness. Yeah, it would hit you like a freight train. Um, I said condolences. It would just be. I can imagine you were so distraught at the time. I wouldn't. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So I really feel for you. I mean, I know what it's like. Having a marriage disintegrate. So losing your partner like that. I really feel for you. All right, Heidel, can you stop trying to push his buttons? I think you've made it known how you feel. Yeah, yeah, the kids, geez, my God. It, and I'm sorry, I didn't even think that part of it with the, having children, losing a parent like that. Wow. Uh, God, the issues it leaves you with and the stuff you have to deal with after that. Don't be a dictator. I'm not being a dictator, mate. I just think you've pretty well made your point. You've been pretty clear about it. There's no, you get starting to be like a dog with a bone. You just don't want to give up on it. No.
Yeah, it's kind of a little too much. Seems like you're jealous of David, picking on him. Fact is, that older guy outdid you, and you're pissed off. Just leave him alone.
Oh, Havoc thinks I'm being a dictator. Well, what do you reckon, Al? Should I put Havoc in time out there for a while?
Oh, that's not for me to decide.
I can't do it to Havoc. He'll only do it back to me when I go to his channel. It may be Gypsy. I don't think too much on who these guys are. Bottom line is, if they're behaving themselves in here, I don't care. I mean, I liked Gypsy anyway. I thought Gypsy was a pretty intelligent guy, a little bit surreal at times, a little bit weird at times, but that could be just the persona he's putting across there. Um, yeah. I don't really have issues with too many people. Yeah, I'm still drinking my coffee, Madeline. You have a great day too, Madeline. Hope David has a great day. I'm really happy for you guys. Same to you, Madeline. Yeah, it might not be Slow Ride. I'm just not interested in knowing who their alter egos are. I'm not that curious, I guess. Geez, Randall, I hope you do well, but I'm not sure how you go with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
David.
Randall, make it more interesting. Use tweezers.
Oh, shit. Take care, David. You are a little bit fixated on him, mate, but at the end of the day, he's sitting in the Philippines with a beautiful young lady and a newly acquired daughter, and good on him. So, Heidel, are you married? Do you have a family, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer if you don't want. That's fine. I'm just curious. You got children, don't you, Al?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask how many kids you got?
I would rather not say.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. No, that's
But
fine.
if I talk to you offline, yeah, I'll tell you. No big deal.
No worries, mate. All good. I've known people that don't have kids and they're my age, and they said, "Oh no, don't want them, never want them," and that's great. That's their decision. Yeah, just one lefty. Um, but I tell you what, I was one of those guys that it didn't bother me one way or the other. But when my son was born, it was the biggest life changer ever. You got 5 gummy bears. Wow. Congrats. Um, I tell you what, it's probably my greatest achievement in life was having a son, watching him grow up to be a good lad and seeing him now go to college and it costs 98 cents. um, but yeah, every day, every day is either making me proud or annoying the shit out of me. But at the end of the day, definitely my greatest achievement and biggest life changer for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my son. When I see what he's doing in life and I see things about me that I don't like, he doesn't have those qualities. And he has qualities I wish I had. So I see
Yeah,
a lot of good positive things for him.
yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, my son's in college at the moment. He's learning to be a girlfriend, no kids. Between nurse, I'm 40 type hustle with nothing to do but chew and play with bikes. It's cold now, so that's cool, Heidel. Congrats, good on you.
Yeah, very nice, Idol.
Um, don't um, don't ever think you're too old for kids either, mate. Um, I tell you what, they really do change your outlook on life. I was saying, my son, he's at college. He's learning to be a Microsoft network engineer. I'm so proud of him. Likes to call himself a gamer. He loves his games and his computers, and doesn't do drugs and drinking. Just socially, he's not a big drinker. So I'm very proud of him.
It's pretty good to be retired at 40,
Yeah, yeah,
as long as you're healthy. If you had to
exactly.
retire that early because you're unhealthy, then that's not good. It'd be better to be healthy and work till you're, to your 60 or 70.
Well, one of the things I hate about governments here and in Western world, that they're raising the age of retirement because at the end of the day, I think after you worked, you've done 40 odd years of working, you should be able to enjoy the rest of your life. Too many people I've seen retire and then 6 months, 12 months later, they pass away. Uh, I think you've earned the right to enjoy a good part of your life in retirement. This raising the bar all the time, it's one of the pet hates. Hey, Lost, do you want the link, buddy? I don't know how you feel about that, Al, but you know, uh, rather than raising it, I'd rather see retirement age at around 60 and let people have that 10, 20 years of, you know, uh, good retirement and to be able to enjoy their life and their children, their grandkids and that.
Oh yeah, I plan on retiring at 62. Um, I had cancer like 3 years ago,
Oh,
and it was
sorry.
found by accident, and it was found early, and so everything is good. But it's a eye opener about life. I don't take any medications. I'm fairly healthy. Maybe enjoy a little too many hamburgers from time to time, but you just realize that life can change so easy. And so I
Yeah,
would like to retire, 62, and still be young enough and healthy enough to do things. And I don't want to work till I'm 70 and then find out, oh yeah, that cancer you had a long time ago in your kidney, now it's somewhere else now. I don't want to do that.
no, no, yeah, exactly. No worries, Lost. Anytime you want it, mate, just ask for it, buddy. Always good having you on here. Our Texan stud.
Texas. Yeah, I was born in Texas, but not a stud, but I was born in Texas.
I like Texans, mate. I had some friends who are Texans. Like I said, I've got a real affinity with the people of the American Midwest, very Australian-like uh, in their outlooks. Yeah,
Yep,
that,
that's what it was, Randall. It was caught early. I was in Idaho. I was hunting, and I fell in the snow. It was in September, and landed on my bow. I had my bow in my right hand. I was walking and just hit the ground really hard. Hit the stabilizer and side of the bow on my lower right side, and hurting pretty bad. And got up after a few minutes and stayed there for another week hunting. And but I couldn't lay down on my side. And like we're buffering. Had a lot of problems after I got back, after 3 weeks being home, still having problems. Went to my doctor. They did a CT and found a tumor on my
oh,
kidney.
shit.
So I was lucky that it was found early and did not affect the lymph nodes or anything. It was just an early stage.
Wow, that's so lucky. Um,
And they said it's a slow growing cancer. If you're going to have cancer, that's the best one to have because it's slow growing. So
yeah. Uh, yeah. It's funny how things like that can happen, eh? One accident leads to something like that. I'm uh, I'm glad we didn't lose you.
yeah, no, I'm still meant to be here pissing off people, I guess. So got a few more years.
Well, I've never known you to piss anyone off, mate. Like I said, you're probably one of the most reasonable guys I speak to on here. Yeah, Lefty, that it's Al on here with me. Um, you know, meeting you guys like yourself and Larry, you're two of the nicest people out there. Although I have to admit, I'm, I don't like hearing your stories about those guys who accidentally fall on shampoo bottles.
True stories, true.
That's the scary thing now.
Yeah, that's the real world. I mean, that's reality. That's the kind of weird people are in the world.
Yeah. Look, yeah, Havoc, you're a good guy too. Even though, what can I say, mate? You're a lucky guy that you got Shirley with you, because I don't know if anyone else would have put up with you. Again, sometimes we just don't appreciate what we have. I'm not a liar, Steve. Steve blocked you because of BK. Well, if he blocked you because of BK, that's probably not a good thing. But Steve's got his own channel. He runs it how he wants. Um, I guess that's the benefits of having your own channel, and you can set up your own rules and run it how you like it. Okay. Well, that's up to Steve, mate. I mean, I know Steve does allow that, and that's his decision to make. And I guess I'm guessing you probably went on there and was pushing BK's buttons. So,
Well, Heidel, you could get back at them. You could create your channel and block them.
yeah, and we'll come and watch you, Heidel. We'll come and support you. See, there we go. Got Lefty. Lefty's another guy. I got Canadian friends, so I like Canadians. But Lefty's always pretty even-handed. Definitely not someone in there that goes in there and causes any shit. He's always pretty cool.
Yeah, it should all be about glass houses.
Yeah. Yeah, what's that? He who's without sin throw the first stone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Heidel. Yeah, not my cup of tea. The crying game does seem to work for some people, but shit happens, mate.
Well,
Yeah,
that was a weird movie. Did you ever see that movie, The Crying Game?
no, no.
I won't spoil it for you.
Yeah, fair enough, Havoc. I mean, there's lots of people that don't like shit stirrers. Me personally, I don't have a problem with shit stirrers as long as it's not turning nasty. I mean, at the end of the day, some of these shit stirrers are funny and they're entertaining. I think we all just need to take a chill pill sometimes and just and I'm one of those people too. There's times when I've definitely flown off the handle and got pissed off about shit, and then later on I'll look back on it and think, what's the point? Why should I let my blood pressure raise over somebody else? Life is too short, guys. Much better to talk to people, make friends, and one of the great things is that we are different and have different opinions, and it's great to be able to chat to each other and learn something. I mean, I'm learning shit all the time from people. I think that when you stop learning and you stop getting involved in things, that's when life becomes a little bit dull, and I think you can go downhill. This is YouTube. Be creative and have fun. Yeah, exactly, Heidel. I don't know, Lefty. I don't think I am. Uh, I might still be a moderator on his channel. I haven't been there for a little while, but I seen he had GoGo on there one day, so I just didn't go on there. I'm surprised he allowed GoGo back on there after he shut down his stream that time.
Is JOB, is he Australian?
Yeah, he's actually in. Yeah, I've been there, Slow Ride. I think I'm a moderator on his channel. Yeah, he's in Adelaide, actually, where I am.
Oh,
So you never know. I might catch up with the guy one day.
yeah, I saw a video of him where he was eating that durian fruit. He did not like it.
Nah.
That's
Now
that'd
I've
be
heard
fun.
that it stinks like yeah, pretty badly, and I've seen vlogs from guys in Thailand, and some hotels have even banned you from taking it back to the hotel because of the smell. Yeah, well, that's up to you, Heidel.
Sweet, can you eat durian? I bet she loves it.
Well, that's fine. But yeah, sweet, you're going to have to give up the balut. You're going to have to give up the frogs and the snakes because I'm not having them in my house. Sorry.
Sweet, I want you when after you meet Thunder, I want you to sneak in some balut, have it in your mouth, give him a big
Oh,
kiss, and then shove it down his throat.
come on
Then you
now.
can judge him. Then you can judge him if there's true love there.
Yeah, as I run to the toilet and puke my guts up. Um,
See, she likes that idea. Yeah.
yeah, love it. She either loves the idea or she loves the balut.
Yeah. Yeah, sweet. That's how you can tell if it's meant to be. Can he handle your balut? Yeah, I don't, Lefty, and you know that's just how it is. He can do his own thing. That's fine. Um, I'm not going to use this channel to attack him and shit. So no, Sweet eats snakes.
yeah, yeah.
Are you you live in a jungle or you live in Davao City?
No, no, sweet, sweet. I'm just used to calling her Jean. Jean's in Dubai, working in Dubai.
But did she grow up in a
Uh,
country like a jungle
Davao,
atmosphere?
around Davao,
Davao.
I think. Yeah,
Wow. I would think it maybe be country people would eat a snake, not city people.
yeah. I'm not sure exactly where in Davao or Mindanao, but yeah. No snake in the house, no balut in the house, no frogs.
And I've had frog legs. Now that's good.
Yeah, I'm just not big on. I'm not all that adventurous when it comes to food, really. I'm a meat and potatoes guy. I like my Italian food. I like Mexican food, or Tex-Mex actually. Um,
Do you eat that?
Chinese.
I forgot how Crocodile Dundee says it. Guyana.
No, no, no,
I
no.
forgot how you pronounce. How does he pronounce it?
I'm not sure, but you got to remember in Australia, unless you're a native Australian, Aboriginal, most of our animals, native animals, are protected anyway.
Also, you just can't go thump a iguana and start eating it.
No, 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 not the monitors and the goanna. Anything that's native to Australia is protected here. The only people that can kill and eat them are the native Aboriginals.
Do you live your anti-province? What city is her province, or what's the name of it?
I'm not sure. You have to ask Jean.
Oh, that's I did. She ate the snake there. Yeah, Thunder. I had chatted with Jean, or I call her Sweet. I know you call her Jean. She has relatives that live in the town where my wife's from.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Heidel, he does. He can be intelligent, but let's face it. Um, you got to wonder about a guy who creates a account just to be a troll, and then runs live streams, and while the live stream's running, goes around and shutting other people's live streams down. Not someone that, yeah. Again, I'm not going to get into that. Just remember, Gene, if you ever come here, don't touch the snakes. Don't try and catch them. You don't want to touch the snakes that are here. No, slow ride. They're not fun. Try keeping an inland eastern taipan as a pet, or a brown snake, king brown. My God, uh, Here, snakes are just not to be messed with. As I've said
You
before, we
got
got
dangerous animals there in the
we
ocean or the land.
we got the 10 most dangerous snakes in the world. But I was watching something the other day. You know, people always whinging about how dangerous all the stuff is over here. But when you look at it country by country, actually places like India and Africa, um, and I guess some parts of the US, you know, you got more people dying from dangerous animals than we have here. You know, we've got them, but a lot of them you rarely see, or like the eastern inland taipan is the deadliest snake in the world, but no one's ever died from a bite here. No worries, Heidel. Thank you. You too.
Well, Heidel's leaving.
It looks like he just said, "Have a delightful day, Thunder." You know, I've seen there's a guy on YouTube that does have a pet cobra. I'm just not a snake person, Slow Rod. I'm not big on reptiles. Not a problem with those who do, but I'm just not a snake person. In fact, you know, I wish someone would sneak in some mongoose over here and get rid of the ones we got, which I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I'm just not a snake person. And you know, I've seen uh, that America, especially Florida, the Everglades, they're having a real issue with like Burmese pythons that have been released into the wild there. It's becoming, you know, a serious issue for the native animals in the Everglades. But it's one of the things I could never get over with America, that allows so many different exotic animals in there. Yeah, crocs and the sharks. Again, Steve, you know, um, death by a croc or shark is still pretty rare. You know, I think what it is, focus. Oh, sorry, havoc. What it is, mate, is the idea of being killed by a croc or shark is terrifying. So I think that sort of makes it sound worse than the issue is over here. Crocs, again, you know, the top end of Queensland and the Northern Territory and the top of Western Australia, you know, they're all up in that top part of Australia. You don't get them down here. Unfortunately, the sharks are around all the coast of Australia. Breeding ground here in South Australia. So I guess when people want to study or see great whites, South Australia's probably one of the places to come to in the world, where you get them. You get very big ones here as well. No, Al, that's not going to happen. For a start, they're protected. Yeah, geez, you don't want to be bitten by them.
No, I didn't actually mean snake.
Ah, uh, it's like I said, the Aboriginals will eat a lot of native animals. One of the ones that they don't eat, though, and a lot of people don't know this, is the koala. It's actually it's poisonous. The meat, eating a koala will make you sick or kill you.
Really?
Yeah, um, something to do with their diet.
They eat those leaves
Eucalyptus,
off eucalyptus trees.
yeah, gum trees, yeah, eucalyptus, and what people don't know too, it's not all gum trees. It's only a certain species of eucalyptus that they'll eat. So they're quite fussy.
We have a lot of eucalyptus trees in California, believe it or not.
Yeah, I thought eucalyptus was sort of native to Australia, but yeah, maybe not. What time is it over there in the States at the moment, Al?
2:23 in the afternoon,
Okay.
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon. Did you watch Focus's show at all, or you don't know about what happened?
No, I didn't. When I'm at work, sometimes the notifications come up on my phone that something might be up. But if I'm busy, I don't pull out my phone. And
Yeah.
when I get off work, I'll check my phone and I'll kind of see something. Um, I clicked on it and just a lot of yelling. Um, Focus was hot about something, and I just X out. Just it's always the same shit, same shit. I'm not blaming his channel. Just it's always a lot of people pissed off about somebody else. So that's a turn off to me.
Yeah, I love Focus, man. I really do. It's like a brother to me. But and I've tried to tell him at times just to, and I don't know what he says. Sometimes it's hard to ignore what goes on, but it if you don't, it just becomes a vicious circle, Al. You throw shit, they throw it back. Just goes round in circles. Okay, so we got 525 there, 425 in Kentucky, 224 where Randall is.
What part of Kentucky, Ray?
It's funny, but just seeing Ray say Kentucky reminded me, and when you talk about all this trouble, you Americans would be more aware of this one, but the Hatfields McCoy um, feud. I mean, geez, how out of control did that get?
Yeah, they had movies about that.
Yeah, I've watched documentaries about it. It's just,
Somerset. Yeah, I don't know where that's at, Ray. Somerset. I've been to like a lot of the southern parts of Kentucky,
I think,
Hopkinsville, Murray, but I don't know where Somerset is at.
I think that's where Big Kev is, in it. He's in Kentucky.
He is. He's a little bit. I think he's Elizabethtown or something. It's probably an hour north of where I've been before, but I
Okay.
don't know the Somerset. Yeah,
See, over here, they do hunt the wild pigs and they export it to Europe, but a lot of people here won't eat matured wild pigs. The piglets, the young pigs, they will, but we have what they call razorbacks here, bloody dangerous animals. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I know it happens in the US, especially around Texas and that, but man, yeah, that's right. It was a Kevin Costner movie I seen, Slow Ride. Um, Over here, geez, the pigs do so much damage to properties. Um, Unbelievable the damage that they do. So where you can't, for hunters here, you can't hunt any Australian native animals, but anything that's introduced is fair game. So things like goats and rabbits, wild boar, um,
Hmm.
all that.
maybe
So,
soon. Maybe soon Africans.
oh God, mate, that is becoming a big issue over here. Um, and I don't want to start getting into playing the racial card here, but we are having a lot of trouble with Sudanese at the moment, especially on the east coast in Victoria.
I bet the locals wish they had their guns like they used to.
Yeah, look, the big call at the moment, and I have to agree with this, is that any serious crimes committed by someone that's come in here as a refugee, they want them deported back to their own country. And I tell you what, I've seen some Sudanese that were asked about that, and they said themselves, yeah, that would probably stop things really quickly because the last thing they want is to have to go back to where they come from.
Yeah, to that shithole.
Um, and
That's
I'll
the
tell you
that's the
what,
problem in America too. Like the illegals, all they have to do is stick their foot on American soil and start screaming asylum, and then the U.S. has to grant them a um, visit with a judge. And I think it's just a small formality. They'll get it granted, and then they're supposed to return back, and they usually never do. They take off into the interior of the U.S., never to be seen again.
Yeah, it's. I know it became an issue here as well. Now, if you come here as an illegal refugee, we take you to an island off the coast of Australia, and you're imprisoned on that island now, because before they were being kept here and were getting certain rights because they were on Australian territory. So now we imprison them off of us off the mainland Australia. Okay, no worries, Gene. Have fun. Okay, guys, Heidi's got a live. If anyone wants to go see Heidi and say hello, and or just have a pervert, a beautiful young lady.
That is one pretty lady.
She is, yeah.
And I think inside and out, good person, good personality.
No, Lefty, she's going to Heidi's live, I believe. So if you guys want to go there, I don't have an issue with that. Go, and I don't mind giving Heidi a shout out. Even though she gave me a kick in the ass the other day, but well, I can live with that. Heidi, not me. Yeah, that's right. Heidi's having the live stream. Well, go have fun, Gene. I know you like to sing. There we go. We just lost a few there, so maybe they just gone off to Heidi's. Again, I don't blame them.
Sweet, can you plank and sing? That would be a good test of your core strength.
I tell you what, have you seen that girl exercise? My God.
No, I saw some video where I think she was planking. I just kind of thumbed through it real quick. I wasn't stalking. I just kind of looked at it just to kind of get an idea. Okay, who is this person? And that was it.
Okay, go check out her video. She's got some exercise ones there. I'll tell you what, it's a pretty tight body there she's got, and
I did see a video she posted where she was wearing
bikinis?
a bunch of different dresses. Was it a bikini? I thought they were dresses or skirts. Could have been.
No, she did bikinis and one piece, two pieces.
Yeah, it's like a catwalk, right? She was like a model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go check that out, guys. That's always a good one to look at.
Yeah, wait till you have a kid, Gene.
She
might not be the same.
She has.
Oh, she has?
Yeah.
Oh.
She has a daughter.
Oh, okay. Well then, all right. Well, that's a plus. See, a lady can put out a kid and still have a nice body. That is nice.
Definitely.
Some of them just lose control and keep eating for two after it's all said and done.
Yeah. No, Jean takes care of herself, which is something I like about Jean. I mean, apart from the fact that she's a sexy young woman and she's quite fun at times, we do have some issues with understanding each other at times because Jean's English is not fantastic. So we tend to have some misunderstandings all the time, but you can try and get past that. It's to be expected. No, you're lucky, Al, because you met your lady in the US, so I'm assuming that her English is A1.
Oh, yeah, she's really good English.
Which, it makes life a lot easier.
Every once in a while, there'll be something will come up, something on TV or something, and I can't really think of any examples, but something will come up, and it'll be like a sneaky meaning to what the person is saying, and only maybe an American or a real super fluent person that speaks English their whole life would kind of understand, and she might not catch that, and I'll say, okay, that's what they're really meaning is this.
Yeah, I'll get you.
But like the thing, what I told you, like where I asked Sweet, are you going to try the Australian snake? If my wife had seen that, she knows exactly. She knows my personality. She knows exactly what I meant.
Hey, Fives, how you doing? Hey, Crystal, welcome back. Unbelievable Fives. Life's a big adventure for you, mate. I hope you're enjoying your time over there, but I'm sure you are. Always like to hear guys like Fives who head over to the Philippines and having a good time over there.
How much did you have to pay Five, and what did you get out of? He just woke up. He might not even remember what he did.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I mean, I'm a bit better now that I've got older, but when I was younger, man, it was like, don't talk to me until I've had a coffee.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way too. When I wake up, I don't want to hear a lot of noise. I just kind of want to get a coffee, like you said, and just kind of wake up.
Yeah, that's definitely how I am. I mean, I'm probably better these days than what I was when I was younger, but yeah, I still like to have my coffee before I get into anything.
They asked for 500, settlement 200.
Well done.
What were they charging you of abuse to a ladyboy? I keep hearing
Hey,
this term ladyboy constantly on this channel.
Sweet Pea, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. No, I'd say it might be for the rego plate because I know he's having trouble um, with the papers and that for and the plate for his bike that he just bought. I'm pretty sure Fives would be wearing a helmet all the time.
What island is Fives in? Is he in
Uh,
Luzon or?
no, he's in Davao.
Oh, okay.
He's been spending time with Focus actually. Yeah,
All
no
right.
license plate. There you go.
No license plate.
Yeah, I think he's done all the paperwork. I think it's just from what I gather, paperwork travels very slowly in the Philippines.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate about that. The so much red tape for anything Thunder. It's unreal.
Yeah. Oh, I
Something
mean,
that would be simple in America, you need to get something, you go to this person, you pay a fee and you get it. No, and over there, you go to some particular department, pay a fee, fill out some paperwork, they send you to somewhere else. You go to the other place, pay a fee, fill out paperwork, they send you to somewhere else. It's just constant runaround.
yeah. Well, I mean, eventually they'll get themselves sorted out, but we tend to forget it. It is. I hate using this term, but we'll use a different term. It's a developing country.
Yeah,
I don't like using third world, but it's a developing country.
yeah. It's irritating. I just want to tell them, look, is there somebody I can just pay 1,000 pesos to and just be done with this instead of going to 3 or 4 different places and
Yeah,
paying 200, 300.
it would be annoying, especially when you come from the West,
Yeah,
where things are just, like you said, you go to one place, pay your fee, and it's done. Um, and I hear this complaint from people in the Philippines all the time, and Focus has talked about it. It's just something that you have to get used to over there.
yeah. Like over there in the
You're not going to
Philippines, if
change
you
it.
get married, if you get a church wedding over there, let's say you're going to see a Catholic girl, she's in a small community, you go to her home church, you're going to have to pay a fee and do all these things. Then they send you to the bigger church, some regional church, maybe a cathedral type thing. You go there, pay a fee. You got to go to some other, just on and on. Everyone wants a piece of your wallet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the same in the West, mate. Look at what people go through for weddings here. It's it gets a little bit ridiculous at times. I mean, they're saying I heard just the other day that the average price of weddings here now has gone up to like $30,000. Well, that's 30 to me. These days, you're better off using that money, setting yourself up and Hey, Ray. Sorry, Ray. I thought I seen Roger. No, I've just seen Ray.
Yeah, they go to these pre-marriage counselings, and I remember one of them. They're spending, I don't know how long it was, talking about birth control, and I was like, "Fuck, do I have to hear this shit? I'm a nurse. I don't. There's nothing they're going to tell me, but it's just mandatory. They're nonsense."
Yeah, I mean, I had to do that because we're married in a Catholic church because I was Catholic, and we had to go sit down with a priest, and they didn't talk about birth control, but just pretty well the responsibilities involved in marriage and all that.
Yeah, I think they talked about that and rhythm method and just on and on. And I always felt like it's some sort of scam just to get a few hundred pesos at a shot from you from different people.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I mean, for me, it was never a big deal, but the ex wanted a church wedding, so
Yeah.
I just went with the flow, so to speak. But these days, I'd be happy to be married in a nice park or on the beach would be, pretty romantic as well.
Yeah.
To me, it's more important to um, the celebration afterwards, the reception, getting everyone together and having a few drinks and some food. And I think that's
Yeah. Some
where
good
I'd rather
music,
spend.
some dancing.
Yeah, that's where I'd rather spend the money. But everyone's different, you know. And I understand, especially in the West, young couples getting married for the first time. Um, it's a little bit different view on it. I think as you get older, your views change. You become a little bit more practical. I would, you know, for lack of a better word. He might be looking for Popeye. Who knows, mate? Again, I don't care who comes in here as long as you know they're all cordial and not here to just cause trouble. Then that's fine. And there is my brother from another mother. How you doing, Jedi? Good to see you. Let's get let's get you looking blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everywhere else, people can be bought. Yeah.
yeah. Well, fives. That's just the way it is over there, mate. Um, it's that saying, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. You, you're in another country. You got to abide by the way they do things, like it or hate it. It's just the way it is. And
Yeah.
for all the bad shit that you hear and all the hassles and the rest of it, there's lots of good things. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, I've been doing it for a little while. Um, I, um, I try and spread out the times that I'm on, so I get the guys from Europe and the US and the Philippines. It's hard to do a time where everyone's available. Okay, sweet pea, no worries, mate. Uh, but it's not much of a show anyway, Jedi. It's usually just a get together, talk some shit, and have a bit of a laugh, and try and avoid a lot of the drama if we can. You know what, Slow Rod? I remember. Thanks, Jedi. Um, I mean, I used to love watching the Popeye cartoons, um, and I remember when Sweet Pea appeared, but I'm not sure if Sweet Pea was adopted or whether that was Olive Oil's actual child. Yeah, yeah, Jedi. I like to give everyone a voice here. If they cross a line, then yeah, we don't want them here. but as long as they're entertaining and they're not being too out of control, that's fine. I'm feeling for you, mate, after getting back from the Philippines. That, geez, I'm sure you're wishing you were back there now. But I'm glad you made your trip there and had fun, mate. I sincerely wished I'd got there to sit down and have a drink. Yeah, exactly, Jedi. Mate, that would have been for me. That would have been a highlight to be able to jump over to the Philippines while you were there, sit down and have a laugh about all the shit that goes on, and yeah, I imagine. It's not often you can meet people that have been through the same shit that you've been through yourself. So I knew you were one of those people that totally understood what I was going through. And I tell you what, it made a difference being able to talk to you, Jedi. Maybe he did slow ride. I tell you what, I seen was funny. I seen some banned cartoons, and I mean not banned as in being sexual cartoons, but they were just cartoons that were made in the 30s, 40s, and they had Popeye versus the Japanese Navy, and they were quite funny actually, but very politically incorrect these days. You know what, Jedi? That's true. One of these days, mate, we will be there together.
Hey, Thunder, I popped onto Heidi's stream and just said, hey, I want to say hi to Heidi. And I'm going to head back to Thunder's live stream.
Oh, oh my God. Hopefully they won't take that a bad way.
Yeah, Dr. Dre put laugh out loud and all the other stuff.
Yeah, Dre, David from Bristol in England there. He's a nice guy, and Terry's nice. I've met some really nice people from their channel. Sweet Pea, I know what you're getting at there. I mean, you've done it in a clever way, so I'm going to let it go. But please don't come on here trying to get at Popeye, because I don't have issues with Popeye. He's been on my panels before, actually to set stuff straight with me, so I don't have an issue with those guys. I don't always agree with what they say, but that's fine. Hey Heidi, how are you doing? I tried to send some people over to your live stream when I heard that you were on. I did let everyone know that you were doing a live, and they should go over there to check out the beautiful lady. Yeah, Jedi, if you haven't met Heidi Lisa, subscribe to her channel, mate. She does live streams, and definitely, mate, you'll be throwing out some wolf whistles because she's a very beautiful lady. Yeah, that's okay, Sweet Pea. It was funny how you did it. That's fine.
Hey, Mark, I'm going to put my wife on a microphone. She'll say hi to you. Say hi to Heidi real quick.
Okay, no worries. I'm not sure if Heidi's still in here or not.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, how you doing, Mrs. Al?
Yeah, this is Heidi Al's wife. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good, thank you. Hey, how you doing? Oh, Al's got his YouTube on.
Yeah, it's a delayed thing.
And how are you doing?
Oh, good. Same. Sunday, lazy.
Are you looking after my friend Al?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, that's great. You're not working today?
No, tomorrow.
Okay. It's nice when you can have time off together with your husband.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes it's just nice to stay home.
We got a very beautiful Filipina in it here at the moment, Heidi. She lives in France.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
That's a nice.
yeah. What is it?
Yeah.
The country of love, France.
Mm-hmm. Europe's nice. All right, here's Al again.
Hey, Thunder, got to head off. She was taking a little nap, and now we're gonna go shoot my bow and go do
Yeah,
some errands.
no worries, mate. You have a good day. Um, thank you for coming on. Thank you for your wife for coming on. Uh, enjoy the day, mate.
Yeah, you too. Talk to you guys later.
Later, mate. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Frog legs and romance. Yeah, that's it, Sweet Pea. And don't forget the pastries. I think lots of pastries. Yeah, exactly, Jedi. So true. Very, very true. And you know, there's always going to be those around. But no, that's how it is. Okay, Heidi, thanks for dropping in. Hope you have a good show. Say hello to everyone on your stream for me. Now, get back to your own stream, Heidi, before I time you out. Well, back on my own again here, unless Lost. Lost was talking that he might come back, might join later. Yeah, thanks, Heidi. But the only thing handsome about me is my cars, I think. But thank you anyway. It's always nice having beautiful Filipinas on the channel. Well, guys, anyone got any topics? And let's not try to stick with the drama. Let's get away from some. My name is Blue, so I smashed the like button. No worries, Sweet Pea. You know what, Jedi? That's a possibility. And then some may not as well. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's fine. Slow ride. That's all good. Yes, Gene. I mean, they got a good show. They jump on there. They have fun. They sing. Um, I was probably a bit of a shock to the system when I jumped on their live streams. I don't think they were used to uh, how I can be. He stole my name. Jeez. Well, that's go over there and sing, Gene, and have fun. I know that's what you like to do. Go enjoy yourself. You got some great people on that channel: RC Dre, AC Cobra. Really nice people, and lots of beautiful Filipinas on the channel. No worries, Gene. Go have fun. I still haven't worked out what it is with the Filipinas and their singing. Okay, Sweet Pea, you take care. Oh, good on you, Ray. Thanks. Yeah, I know. Jedi, it's happened in Australia too. I mean, it's slowly shifting back around. Yes, yes, sweet. There's lots of beautiful women. I mean, come on, Jean. You know that Heidi's a beautiful woman. Um, I know lots of girls now are trying to get back into the fitness thing, but uh, definitely, and Australia's got that problem that America have with um, the average weight of people is just going up and up. I guess that's down to fast food and shit like that. Yeah, same with me, Crystal. If I was to sing, all the dogs in the neighbourhood would start howling. Well, no worries, Jean. Actually, looking at the time, it's about time you were in bed, Jean. Yeah, exactly, Jedi. Yeah, that's right. And I tell you what, too. I found, and I mean, I'm not saying this doesn't happen in the Philippines and Southeast Asian countries as well, but Western women are so materialistic. They're not worried about, men who are good guys. They're more worried in the West about what you've got. Yeah, I knew exactly what you meant, Jedi. Yeah, the obese thing is a two-way street. The cheesecake, Jedi's hanging at the cheesecake factory. I love cheesecake, guys. Now you made me hungry for cheesecake. Good on you. Thanks, Slow Ride. Yeah, some bigger girls are attractive and can be sexy, but uh, don't want to be too judgmental. I mean, it does seem to be though. I think it's society and the way you know, everything's fast food and fried these days. And I admit my diet's probably not the best. I guess from all the running I was doing, that kept the weight down, but I haven't run for probably 6 weeks, and I was just probably losing too much weight. Gunner, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, and that's what it is. Slow ride. Some girls like skinny. Some guys like skinny girls. Some guys like bigger ones. Um, Beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, that's right, Jedi. It's what it is. It's the Western diet, no exercise. We've become, especially the younger generation, they're happy to sit in front of a computer and playing their games all day and not getting out there and being active. When I was a kid, we didn't have all that shit. And plus, even if I was inside watching TV, the old man would be, walk into the living room and say, "Come on, out you get, go and get some sun." So, Dad was a real outdoors person, so would always push us outside to be doing stuff, and me and my brother would end up either at the back playing football or riding our bikes and shit like that. But it was a different world too. You could send your kids up the street to the park to play with their friends, and these days you've got to be a lot more cautious about that with some of the types of people out there. Yeah. It's not the same world anymore, unfortunately, which is sad, and it's an indictment on our society, that's for sure. If they got to use a hand truck, they're too big. Uh, Look, I mean, if you go to somewhere in South America, um, yeah, exactly, Jedi. My dad was the same. If you go to places like South America and Colombia and that, I know, some of over there, it's sexy to have a big booty and the big boobs, and I mean that can be sexy as hell, and there's a lot of guys that like that. Other guys like petite women. Again, as I said, beauty is really in the eyes of the beholder, and at the end of the day, if I can give you guys one piece of advice, and you're all older here, so you all know better anyway, but put a girl's personality before everything else, because it doesn't matter how good she looks. If she doesn't have what it takes inside, you're never going to, it's never going to work. It's all about the person that she is. Looks should become secondary. Sweet, you're quite petite. But again, beauty really is in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, slow ride. Exactly. And some guys like the big booty and the big boobs, and again, we're all different. We all look for different things. We all like different things. But at the end of the day, if the personality's not there, no matter how attractive you find the girl, it's never going to work. You're never going to be happy. I think sometimes we put too much emphasis on how someone looks. It's a human nature thing, I guess. But personality. I can't stress enough that that's really got to be. I mean, whoever you end up with, they've got to be your best friend. Yeah, I agree with you, Jedi, and I've had disagreements with people before because I said they said you can't be lusting after your partner; it has to be love. Well, to me, that's crazy. Because you you should be love. You got to have love, but you should lust after your partner as well. I mean, you got to have the love and the lust there for your partner. I think one goes hand in hand with the other. It's not like they're two different, separate things. They should go together with whoever you end up with. You know, and you're right. They have to be fun to be with. You really, and I guess it's not until you're older you realise that whoever you end up with, they really should be your best friend. Yeah, I agree, Ray. You can't discount that. There has to be that um, physical, sexual attraction between you as well. Definitely. That's why I'm saying that you have to have the love and the lust. Both have to be there. It's hard to find both, I guess. Too many people that are in relationships. They have that grass is always greener on the other side thing, and I think that's where you can have problems where you know, exactly Jedi. Um, and I guess we both think alike because of what we've been through in the past, and we've kind of learnt the hard way. But yeah, honesty, loyalty, the good heart. Yeah, attitude is everything. Um, you can have a 10 gunner, and if the personality is at one, you're never going to be happy with that. Oh, geez, not good fives. I hope you and Fire Focus are taking it easy out there. I know you like to zip and weave in and out of traffic. And yeah, well, that's fine. Slow. I mean, and I think I think it's one of those things. When you have a partner, it is good because they can keep you level-headed and you know, yeah, exactly, Jedi. You know, having something nice to look at is one thing, but if you can't stand talking to each other, or what's the point? I think we forget that sometimes. And it's a human nature thing. You see a pretty young girl, and you know, you think with your little head, not your big head. But that's a normal thing for a guy. But if you're going to look for a more permanent relationship, you've got to look at both. Yeah, yeah, they're crazy, and then you get guys like that too. Gonna well, Jedi. You see the way they ride out there, and you see bloody 4 or 5 people on a motorbike, and my God, it's no wonder. Like with especially particularly Thailand, why their road accidents. I think they're like number 1 maybe in the world for deaths on the road. Um, they're just totally hopeless. They just don't learn. Yeah, I know fives. It's crazy, but I guess it's some people that need to get their families around and they can't afford a car, so they do that shit. But you know, they really don't taking their family safety into account. 10 on a tricycle? What the hell, mate? I've seen Big Kevin a picture with a tricycle. They couldn't even get him in there. How the hell did they get 10? A caribou on the trike. There, that was Jesus. But that's the Philippines. I guess you're going to see some pretty crazy things. Even though you guys tell me what it's like, and I watch vlogs of what it's like over there, I know that it's going to be a total culture shock, and I'm going to see things that I just never expected to see. And yeah, I guess until you go there and experience it, you just never know. 10 Filipinos equals one Big Kev. How true is that? Uh, I sincerely hope Kev gets to get back to his family over there. You know, I know that the issue he's got now is something partly brought on by himself, partly because of shit that happened over there. But I sincerely hope he gets back there. I mean, his children, his kids need him to be over there. I think even for his own health, he needs to be over there with his lady and his kids. So I hope he can get back there one day and live the life that he deserves. Yeah, me too, Jedi. And for me, it's mainly because of his family. Uh, you know, uh, Kids need their dad around, and I would I would hate to be separated from my kids like that. So, I want to see the big guy get back there too. Mate, if I win Cross Lotto, I will pay out his fine and send him back over there with a bit of money. YouTube are going to make a major change in exposing all the trolls on YouTube, recording all the hate channels. I'm taking notes of all the emails. Okay, That's yeah, I haven't heard that, Charlie. That's interesting. Yeah, gets his 401k at 62. Okay, I'm sure he wants to get back before then. Yeah, I think at the moment he's spending the money, Jedi, on either kids or living, where he really does need to put those donations aside and use them to get back there. Yeah, well, that will be a game changer, Charlie. Um, I mean, I know I'm not going to be exposed for anything because I only have the one account. Um, I don't run around any channels with a different name than what I got here. But I mean, if they do that, I would really love them to expose the trolls and put out all their names so we know exactly who they are, and we'll see who's been bullshitting. Because I know there's a lot of these guys that tell us, no, I don't have troll accounts, and I'm pretty sure that some of these guys are just bullshit artists. But they do need to be exposed. Yeah, well, I'll keep an eye out on that, Charlie. It's interesting to hear that, and it's probably about time that YouTube addressed this issue. Although YouTube created the issue in some ways by allowing people to have all these multiple accounts. So, I mean, personally, I don't see a need to have multiple accounts. I'm happy with just the one. Exactly, Charlie. Exactly. I just hope they do. Yeah, yeah, true, Gunnar. I just hope they do something more about these guys who have these drama channels and start, use it to um, go out there and threaten people's families and that. They're the ones I'd really like to see them hit. Yeah, that's right, Slow Ride. It remains to be seen whether they do or not. Yeah, Gunner, dead set. That's right. You know, and if you really don't like somebody, don't go to the channel. Don't give them the luxury of getting a view in. Yeah, that is the thing, Charlie. That there is so many of them. Like Jedi said, it's going to take them a long time. I mean, I'm sure they'll set up a program to look up, and go through people's accounts and that. Yeah, so true, Slow Ride. Um, I mean, I know a lot of people like Facebook and like the idea behind it, but to me, it became one of those social network places where it was just full of rumors and gossip. Yeah, I know, Gunner, but that's not going to happen anyway, mate. Well, I hope it does, Charlie. I sincerely hope that it does. Something's got to give sometime, and then something's got to happen. The thing is, Gunnar, we're not always going to agree on things, and that's fine. That's just normal. Yeah, it is. I'm guessing they would have a. I mean, I'm not sure how it is. I know certain people used to do live streams and then delete them as soon as they were finished. So I don't know if they keep the recording of that. Yeah, Gunner. They take notes, they take sound bites, they use parts of people's videos and that. I don't understand it either, Charlie. It's just the way it is, though. Everyone's different. Well, Slow Ride, they're probably the one and the same. I'm guessing that they're the same sort of people. So, okay, that's cool, Charlie. I guess that's what you do have to be careful what you put out on the internet because you know what you put out there can be out there for all time. Definitely have to be careful. Yeah, that's a sad one, Slow Ride. Oh, geez, I mean, you feel for people that do it, but at the same time, I got to my feeling is that those guys are selfish to even do that to anybody. Yeah, and you don't have to always respect them, Charlie, but at least respect the fact that they have an opinion, even if it's different to yours. You don't have to like someone, but at least just show a little respect and constraint. It's not hard. Yeah. Well, I hope they do work on it, Gunnar, and I hope they do get into it. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way, Slow Ride. I know I've threatened someone here at one time, but I'm not sure you can get done for threatening a gummy bear. Mm. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble every time I bite the head off a gummy bear. So I guess, but you do have to watch what you say, and sometimes you have to bite your tongue. Mm. Bottom line is, at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. Well, Gunnar, Australia, there's big stink here at the moment because the Australian government is pushing through legislation to get um, software that will decode VPNs so that you can no longer hide behind a VPN. So if you think you're safe behind a VPN, being a dick and making threats and talking bullshit about people, it won't protect you anymore. Our government is rushing through legislation that will, yeah, allow them to decode any VPNs and force companies to pass over information. Yeah, slow ride. When isn't it about the cash? It's unfortunately the way what is it that saying? Money makes the world go round. Sad but true. Um, Good question, Gunnar. I did see that something about it. Um, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think if someone's made a complaint, um, law enforcement will then uh, be able to um, demand that information from a company, or they will have software that will get past the VPN. Yeah, that is. Well, I know Australia is putting legislation through, Charlie, to stop anyone hiding behind a VPN and talking shit. So Yeah, if I'm honest with you, Gunner, I agree totally. But I guess what some people are worried about, and it's always there in the back of my mind, is that it can be abused by governments and law enforcement as well. So um, it's a two-edged sword. I mean, I like the idea that you can get some of these trolls who hide behind VPNs, but at the same time, um, you know, I like the idea that they can be busted. Um, but it is a two-edged sword. So I can see where you're coming from with that, and I do agree with you. As far as the child protection thing comes, Charlie, there should be no ifs, buts, or maybes. Yeah, yeah. I guess anything's there to be abused, it will be Gunner. That's always my fear. Charlie, child protection, that there should be no ifs, buts, or maybes. Um, when it comes down to those sorts of people, then bang, nab them. I don't care what you have to do to nab them. Yeah, I know, Gunner. Definitely does happens all the time, mate. Yeah, I've had to put up with shit like that myself. So, and it drives me crazy at times. You know, one law for us, one law for them. Okay. Protocol networking, like um, a VPN hides uh, your your like your address. Everyone that's on the internet has an address, and they can track you back to your service provider, Jedi. A VPN hides all that so that they can't track you back to your provider and to your account. So um, you can pretty well be anonymous. Um, but laws are now being put in place to get past that. So VPN is like it puts everything you're doing into a code, and so no one can track you. But that's why governments here are legislating to get decoders to um, stop you from hiding. Yeah, that's right. It conceals your IP address, and so people can't track you back to where you are or the provider you're using. But very soon here in Australia, a VPN won't do you any good. Actually, Gunner, I don't use a VPN, and I've put my name and address out there for people when I got angry about, some of these guys who said they could do this and do that. So I've put my name and address out there, but no one ever turned up. So, yeah. Virtual machines are best routed every 15 seconds, so private servers are great. Yeah, yeah, that's true, but very soon that won't help you. Um, you know, they're really legislating to stop all that hiding. Again, I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's a two-edged sword because it can be abused. Well, not only have to show their face, Gunner, it's then, you know, they're not going to want to say what they did say from behind a keyboard to your face. And I mean, even the guys I've argued with, I'm happy to sit down and have a beer with them, and if they want to tell me what they don't like about me, that's fine. But at least sit down and say it to my face. None of this clone my account and start trying to cause trouble that way, or make accusations about me that are not true. Hell, you want to know all my faults? I'm happy to list them all for you. I'm far from perfect. Exactly, Jedi. and they don't want to dance. You know, there was a time here when I was growing up where, yeah, it's getting harder to use here, Heidel, because you have to usually use ID to get a chip and that now to put in your phone. But I know it does happen. I mean, there's an issue going on here at the moment, Heidel, where people run around with laptops in their cars using other people's internet to do things, and you know, if you were to then track the wrongdoing, it goes back to some poor innocent person's account, which is pretty scary. Hey, Gene, welcome back. So I don't know how easy it is over there to get these burner phones, but over here, they just make it harder and harder. In some cases, we are over legislated and too many laws, but yeah, that's true. Over here, that's true, Charlie. Yeah, exactly, Gunnar. What the hell? You want to speak English, or you might want to find a channel where they speak your language. Let's see if we've got a troll account here or not. Ah, no subscribers. Looks like a new account. So we've probably got a troll sitting there. Okay, guys, who we got? Gunner got. Gunner, feel free to get rid of him altogether if you want, mate. Obviously, we don't need that shit here. Geez, he got hit by timeouts pretty quickly. What are you saying there, Heidel? Mate, if you're going to say something, yeah, say it in English so we all understand, buddy. I mean, I don't mind the guys here coming in talking Tagalog to the girls and that. That's fine. No, that's fine, Gunner. If you're going to get someone coming here and just being stupid like that, I'm not giving them a wrench, and you guys can pounce on them like piranha, mate. Survival of the fittest. Well, I don't know who you are, champ. I don't mind anyone coming on the panel. I usually leave that, though, to people that we know or have seen a few times around the place. Let's have a look who you are. Uh, 22 subscribers. No content. Yeah, I'm not sure who you are, bud, so probably could be the same person. Gunner, you rat bag. You're starting to sound like Focus. God, the arguments we've had about the English language. Hell, man, I've had English people on there tell him he's wrong and he still doesn't want to believe it. Yeah, Gunner, I know. You know, like I said, I don't mind anyone coming on to the panel and having a chat, but um, I just prefer to know them, knowing they've been around here. That's possible, Heidel. Um, yeah, very possible. I haven't seen DNC much lately. Um, uh, hello, Irene, Turkish. Okay. Well, there's no point writing that in Turkish when we're all speak English. So, Gunner, it's all good fun, mate. Yeah, that's true, Charlie. You just never know. You know, I try not to get too worked up about it all. Yeah. Like I said, I like hearing different opinions and that, but if you're going to come here and speak in a language that you know we're not going to understand, I don't see the point. Yeah, I'm sure there's some good ones out there, Slow. You got to be careful with some of them. I'm sure that some of these translators still get shit mixed up and, geez, probably cause more problems. Yeah, true, Charlie. Common sense. Idle. Prefer not to have to shoot at all, personally. But if you're going to come into a chat and say hello to everyone, it might be better if you use English first. Oh, what have we got? How long have we been on, guys? Just we're over 2 hours. Yeah, Ed's been around a little bit. I haven't seen a great deal of him. He's he's definitely far. He's one of those quick to time out and get rid of people, which is not always a good thing. But that's how Ed is. Yeah, I'm not sure, Charlie. Um, he was here the other day. He does the backstroke so he can smoke. Oh, yeah, that's the one I'm missing, Mister Ice Story. Um, I'm not sure where he is. Someone did say at one time he's busy with his business. So I don't know where he is. Hopefully he'll make an appearance one day. I do miss him. Uh, this early in the morning, what is it? 10 to 8, 7:30. Yeah, he possibly running and going for his swim. Yeah, well, I hope he's looking after that herd of goats. I was thinking, what is it? It's 10 a.m. here now. Singing at some time, going for a bit of a drive today somewhere, catch up with some people maybe, because it's a public holiday here. Yeah, good night, Jean. Sorry, guys, just answering a message here. Yeah, I struggle Heidel because she doesn't get along with people very well, and I've got friends that you got kids and they have their friends coming around, and I can't take the risk that you know that she bites someone while they're looking after her, and she's a pain in the bum, really. Out of the three, she was always the worst. But yeah, well, that's it. Public holiday for Australia Day. A few people. And the weather's just beautiful here today. Blue skies, the sun is out, probably mid-20s. It's just a sensational day. Good day to just go for a drive and catch up with friends. And yeah, Charlie, here too. It's a perfect day here. I love these days. Um, and today I can catch up with friends who normally are working and shit like that. So yeah, but a little bit different with the American Bulldog. She's got a little bit of weight behind her and the jaw power. Yeah, I don't think so, Heidel, but thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. Although there's times when she just drives me absolutely crazy, and I lose it with her. I think it's more me than her at times. But you know, at the end of the day, still my best friend, I guess. Are you? And she's looking at me with the sad eyes at the moment, like like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Yep, see you, Jean. Yeah, kind of. There's a few types of. I'll get to it a bit slower. There's a few types, a few different breeds of American bulldogs. They've unfortunately changed the breed around, so they've got different types now. Yeah, slow ride. My brother, he's probably, I don't know, 20 odd minute drive, 20, 25-minute drive away, but they have a little dog and a very small yard. He's built onto his house, so he's got like massive house now, but not much of a backyard. And they have a little dog, which she would, yeah, he just couldn't have her. My sister's the same. My sister actually does get along with my dog, but she's looking after. One of her daughters is living with her, and they've got a dog. And again, she can't be anywhere where there's other dogs. She just won't get along. She's a pain in the ass like that. It could be if it's the English Bull Terrier. I like them. They're a lot of people think they're ugly, but I like them. I'm just a big fan of the American Bulldog. You know, lots of drive, lots of courage, loyal. Bluish grey colour. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. It could be a type of pit bull cross American Bulldog sort of dog. Hard to say. I've only ever owned bull breeds. Started off with English Staffordshires, then had English Bull Masters, and now the American Bulldogs. Yeah, it's nice along the Murray, Charlie. I've got friends, they got jet skis and ski boats, and they'll spend their time out there on the Murray. It's always good for a laugh. Yeah, well, there's different types of American Bulldogs. Gunner, you've got the Johnson type, or what they call bully types. You got the standard. You got the old Southern Whites. Yeah, if I was gonna live there, I would have to take her, and then still be careful because of all the street dogs around there. Slow ride. Geez, I'm really not into dogs fighting, and she'd be fighting with all the street dogs all the time. I'd have to, keep her in my yard, and sadly, wouldn't be able to walk around there because everyone just lets their dogs run wild over there. Which over here in Australia now, it used to happen when I was younger, but now they've really cracked down on that. You know, dogs just can't wander around on their own here. And I understand, getting dogs attacked on their leads or getting people getting bitten by stray dogs. So they've got it pretty well under control here. Just doesn't. But the Philippines, you guys see the vlogs out there. That it's like Thailand. Dogs just wandering around everywhere. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get a permit for a service dog. That's not going to happen. I've had dogs pretty well all my life growing up. Always been around them. Dad had was breeding Labradors, Golden Labradors at one stage, and then he had Dobermans. So always been around dogs. Never had a cat. Was never a big cat lover, but these days I've probably softened my view. Couldn't have one now with the Jazz. She's just not going to get along with a cat, that's for sure. none of my dogs have ever liked cats. Yeah, well, Heidel, what it is I live with my brother. He's a lot older than I am. He's in his 60s. Um, I'm going to get my own place. Once I get my own place, then my son can, you know, stay at that place and look after the dog for me. Yeah, Trusty, you know, that does go through my mind at times, mate. But what she's been through, I just can't do it. She's, I think 7, pretty sure 7, might even be 8, but I think 7 at the moment. Yeah, she's been very loyal, so I can't be, show her any less love than what she's shown me. I've never got rid of any dogs that I've ever owned, or but once I get my own place, I'll be laughing. Yeah, but if I go over to the Philippines, I want to spend a bit of time there, Heidel. Hey, Crystal, welcome back. Yeah, my dog would probably fret Heidel. She's she's a pain in the bum at times, but still love her. But yeah, if not if, or when I get my own place, things will be a lot different because, like I said, my son can, move in there and live there and look after her. Okay, let me have a look. You're probably looking at some sort of Staffordshire, I would say, or either American Staffordshire or something like that. Let me have a look. Sorry, guys, just looking. Okay, so that's a pit bull breed there. That's a real bully type. I'm not big on those types that like that dog would struggle to run around and. I know what he's saying, slow ride, and trust. It does go through my mind at times, which it shouldn't. Yeah, take care, Charlie. Have a good day, mate. Thanks for popping in. Always appreciate your support, Charlie. You know what, Trusty? That's so true. That's one of the things that really, I guess is a sign of real men. I mean, I always put my wife and my son before myself and the family, and we do struggle with that. Yeah, Heidel, I do. Yeah, yeah, and I said there's times where I really do get annoyed with her and angry, but that's more my issue than hers. That is something I should look into because I am worried about, like there's kennels that do look after dogs. My issues are I know she doesn't get along with people and they might struggle with her. And I'm not sure whether she'd be the sort of dog to go off for food and fret. Hey, Steve, how you doing, mate? Look at this. I'm surprised. No thumbs downs today, which is kind of strange. I'm used to at least getting a few thumbs downs in there. So, well, I guess we're not annoying anyone, which is good. Yeah, that's a good idea, Heidel. Definitely. Um, I'm just not sure how she. What I, you know, it's you just give me an idea. Maybe I should try it for just a few days. Oh yeah, someone had to go throw one down now. Thanks, guys. I should put her in one of those kennels just to see how she does go and see how she handles it. Yeah, sometimes Trusty. Yeah, I've thought like that too, but you can't change who you are, and you know, and at the end of the day, uh, you've got to be who you are. You can try and reinvent yourself, but only to a certain point. Otherwise, you're never going to be happy with yourself. You know, Gunnar, that's what I was thinking, and Heidel gave me that idea there. It's true. Maybe I should just try that and see how she goes. It's not a silly idea at all. Um, I just worry about the amount of time that I want to spend over there. So, I mean, I can't see the point of spending any time less than a month. Anything less than a month, and it's going to be a waste of a trip. You're going to be there and back before you know it, and ruin the experience. Yeah, terriers are tough as nails. But like the bully breeds, they can be very, uh, very clicky. You know, they really do bond with you, and some just don't handle being away from you very well. Yeah, well, he lives with my ex, and my ex is the one that put her in the dog pound in the first place. So there's no way that he can look after her while he's living with her. I just wouldn't. There's no way I would trust that. And not unless she gets bloody hit by a bus tomorrow and he's living in the house on his own. They still have my male American Bulldog there. Well, that's the idea, Gunner, is if I had my own place, and I've talked to him about this, then he would move in there, and he would be able to look after, and he could live in the place, which he can't do that here. Um, and there's no one here I can trust to look after the dog, so. Yes, get your place, get your son over. I'm back in June. You be there. Well, I'm calling immigration and you blacklisted. Heidel. Hopefully, what's June? What are we now? I'd hope to be there before then. Yeah, Steve, I've heard of that too, actually. You can get an app then for your phone, and you can keep an eye on the dog, and that. It is a really good idea. And when he said that, it gave me the idea of maybe just trying her out in a kennel to see how she goes. But I was supposed to go last week, but this week I've got to head to the post office and get the forms and get a new passport. My last one ran out a while back, and my ex never returned the old passport anyway. So I want to get my passport organised as soon as possible now. Exactly, Gunner. And I guess the other thing too that I didn't think about before is that while she's at the kennel, if someone can bond with her, my son can also go there and visit. Yeah, well, Slow Ride. I did go on a dating site once and try and find Filipinas on a dating site that were in Australia, but uh, of course, there's not a lot of need for them to go on a dating site over here, so not so easy to meet them. I mean, that would be perfect to find someone that was already here. And one of the pitfalls here is it's so hard for people for you to bring a girlfriend or a wife back over to Australia. They've just tightened up immigration so much and kind of almost made it ridiculously hard to get people to get someone, a loved one, over here. I understand why they do it, but it is crazy. Yeah, I guess things are different over there, Heidel. Like, oh well, cool. Now you tell me, Slow Ride. Um, I mean, someone was telling me the other day, Heidel, in the US, if you have a dog, you can move into houses and just pay an extra bond to have the dog, which is a great idea. Over here, they don't do that. Yeah, Gunnar, I know exactly what you're saying. You know, and that's the issue. If you have a dog that has problems with people or other animals, it does make it really hard. Yeah. Yeah, Larry, that's not going to happen. He barely look after himself. I'm not going to trust him to look after a bloody dog. Hell, could you imagine leaving him with, yeah, pet deposits? See, they don't have that here, Heidel. He can barely look after himself, mate. How's he going to look after a bloody dog? Not someone I trust with my dog. Sorry, Larry. I'm sure you wouldn't trust your dog with him either, Larry. If you were totally honest. See, hotels here, Heidel, they would never let you have a dog. They don't do the pet deposit thing, which to me it's a fantastic idea. Yeah, he might, Heidel. Yeah, that's typical, that small dog syndrome. Little terriers, they're full of courage, man. But I mean, you know the feeling, Gunner. You love your dog. You don't want to. You don't want to. I guess for me, it's a guilt thing. I'm not going to get rid of my dogs just so I can have fun. It's not right. When you get a dog is for life, good or bad. Doesn't PT come to your room? I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, Lefty. Yeah, Heidel, you did. And I'm going to have a talk to my son about it. And I think what I might do is try her at one of these kennels and see how she goes. And if that works, yeah, I could get around there. No, Pennsylvania trucker doesn't come to my room, Lefty. Um, exactly, Gunner. You know exactly where I'm coming from, mate. Dogs are a lifetime commitment. If you can't do that, don't get a dog in the first place. People don't realize how much responsibility does come with a dog, and certain breeds is even more responsibility with them. I think it's what some people, I was always told that, you look at those people that mistreat animals and they're most likely to be horrible people to others as well, they can't treat an animal well, they're not going to treat a person well. So I do look at that. I definitely wouldn't get rid of a dog to, suit my, just so I can go out and have a bit of fun. That's not going to happen. That's not me. It's not how I am. Oh no, it was funny, Larry, but not a bad joke. It was just funny, mate. Don't worry, Larry. I never take anything you say the wrong way, mate. Yeah, actually, he's in the same state that I'm in, Slow Ride. I've never met the guy, but he's in Adelaide as well. Oh, I wouldn't mind meeting the guy and having a chat to him, see what he's really like. Unfortunately, we judge people on what we see here sometimes, and um, it's hard to really judge somebody on that because meet someone in real life, it's different again. Yeah, Gunner, I do the same thing, mate. Yeah, we could live stream it. Well, I'll tell you what, mate, I reckon my dog would get more views than I would if I'd live streamed. I'd do a doggy live stream. You watch how many people actually have their dogs watching the screen. I mean, Jazz sometimes will, when I'm watching a stream and just talking in the chat and it's coming through the speakers and someone's dog will bark in the background and my God, her ears are pricked and at times she'll growl and have a bark. There's times when I've looked at her and said, yep, you're gone, I'm getting rid of you, but couldn't do it. Yeah, I actually seen you say that, Heidel. Unbelievable. It's amazing what some people will do for their dogs. I mean, these days the pet business is, uh, you know, it's booming. That's I was thinking, when I was married, we always used to talk about when in our retirement of selling everything up and buying a houseboat and just living on the Murray River. Um, I guess it's something I should still think about. It would be such a great life. Yeah, I didn't think about that, Slow Ride. Oh God. Yeah, what is it with dogs and posties? It's always been an issue, hasn't it? The dog's the bane of some poor postman's life. Yeah, I had a English Staffordshire who loved people. Honestly, He wouldn't have been a good guard dog because he just loved people so much, but hated police officers. And the only thing I could think of, yeah, maybe the uniform or. It was strange. He was a beautiful dog too. Yeah, hear you, Larry. That's funny, Heidel. The problem is you'd have every bloody dog in the neighbourhood trying to hump your leg. I had a bloody dog that used to pee on my car tyres all the time. It was a pain in the ass. Forever washing the rims and tyres. I guess he's seen it. Oh, that's Dad's property. It's mine too now, so I'm going to pee on it and let everyone know. Nah, Randall, haven't. Larry, reading excerpts of the Bible. You got too much time on your hands, mate. I don't think I've ever seen him on my streams anyway, Randall. Well, I'm not so sure about that slow ride because I know Jewish people won't eat pork. Muslims don't eat pork. Well, I think that's just common sense, Larry. I'm not really much into the Bible. Yeah, well, again, that's just common sense and a sign of being a good person, Larry. Sorry, guys, I'm eating some cold pizza while I'm talking to you. A little bit rude, sorry. Just keep looking out this window, mate, and seeing how nice a day it is. Gunner, I'd be putting a sign on the front gate, mate. Yeah, they are a fucker for pissing on tyres. It's a pain in the ass. I remember when I had my Staffordshire, my in-laws had this little furry dog, and I used to hate that. I used to have to put my dog out the back when they come over because they would have their dog with them, and the little bugger would piss and shit in places, although my wife would be the one cleaning it up. But one day I just got so pissed off, and they wouldn't take the hint that, you know, dog wasn't always that welcome in the house. So what I did one day, she brought the dog with her. It was sniffing around looking for a place to piss, and I seen it, so I let my Staffordshire in. And of course, it was funny at first because the Staffordshire straight up to this dog, and because the dog's trying to run away from him, and he's lifting up her back legs off the ground as he's trying to sniff her butt. And she's jumped straight up onto my mother-in-law, and of course my Staffordshire's jumped in there as well. And mother-in-law's drink has just gone all over her. So, but she got the hint after that and didn't bring the dog over anymore, which was cool. I think most of us have been blocked from Frank's channel. I just don't bother giving him a view anymore. If the guy was reasonable and talked sense, yeah. But the guy is just, he's a Fruit Loop. Just spends his time looking for the drama to get subs. Desperate to get subs. Yeah, thanks for popping by, Ray. It was good to see you. You have a great day, mate. Always good to see you, Ray. Yeah, yeah. Some of it is, Larry. Some of it's just bullshit too. No offense. I was brought up a Catholic and went through all that shit. I just think, I'd rather than follow what anything the Bible says or be that involved in the church, I just treat people how I'd like to be treated, I guess. Yeah, Gunner, I was the same. I was blocked before I ever went onto his channel, which is strange because I'd never really interacted with him at all. But I think he'd seen me on Focus's channel, and yeah, so I just ended up blocked on there myself, which is kind of a dumbass thing to do. I mean, when you're looking for views. Yeah, later, Jedi. You have a great day, mate. Take care. Enjoy your Sunday. Glad you could drop by, Jedi. It was good seeing you, mate. Actually, it's good too, seeing some new names in here. It's been a while since I've seen Rayo. He has thrown some comments on some of the live streams after they've been held, which is good. Good to see you here, Randall. I know not everyone here is going to agree with everyone, but still good to see everybody. And Pepito's in danger. The local dogs are climbing the fence. Oh shit! That's the thing. You get a bitch in heat. A male dog will do anything to get to that bitch. That's for sure. Amazing what a dog will do to get to a female dog in heat. It's kind of reverse in the Philippines, though. With people, you soon as a guy hits the ground in the Philippines, he seems to be in heat. Yeah, and I wish more people would do that, Randall. Just be a little bit more responsible with their dogs. So I guess why Thailand and Philippines, they got so many dogs running around. Well, guys, chat's quietening up a little bit. The sun is out here. Public holiday. I might do a runner, guys, and maybe jump in the car, go for a bit of a drive, and maybe visit some friends and catch up with people that uh, normally working during the week. So for you guys in the US and that, I hope you have a great Sunday. All you guys in Australia, hope you're enjoying your Australia Day holiday. Thanks for everyone for coming in. Really appreciate it all. Yeah, Steve, take care, mate. Everyone else in there, you have a great day. I may do a live later on. We'll see what happens. But definitely want to get out there in this weather, mate, and enjoy the day. So thanks, guys. Yeah, take it easy. Thank you, Randall. You'll take care, and catch you on the next stream, guys. Thanks for joining me. Take care, all.